What's up, squad? What is up? Holy cow. I'm coming at y'all with a slightly different video than what I'm usually making. This is a slightly different one. So I've been seeing non-stop advertisements for this collectible bit of proprietary information here. Veefriends. Veefriends, this piece of intellectual property, IP, that's what I'm looking for. Is this whole thing a freaking scam? What happened to our guy Gary V? Is this the downfall of Gary V? Now, no one doubts that Gary V is a hustler and he's here to work. But here's the thing, when you have a superpower like Gary V, with great power comes great responsibility. Are you using your powers for good, Gary? Or are you using your powers for evil? Let's explore this today in Is Veefriends a Scam? Yup, I mean, let's research. Let's look into this a little bit. All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Let's take a look at this. Get this guy up here. So to start us off here, I've been seeing nonstop advertisements for Veefriends on my Instagram account. And I think I want to start us off. I think that is it this one? Let's see. Is this where we want to start today? Let's check it out.
I am literally building the next Pokemon. I am literally building the next Pokemon in people's face, in public.
Okay, let's unpack that. Gary says, I am building the next Pokemon in people's faces. He turns to this guy over here, obvious millennial, and the guy goes, This is the guy Gary is paying to open these cards, right? So I don't want to knock this dude. This dude is doing good stuff. He's getting paid. He's doing his job. This is Gary's hustle over here. And he's saying, hey, this Veefriends, I want to compare this to Pokemon. I am building the next Pokemon. Here's the thing. I have seen no game for this, right? Like, Pokemon started as a video game. Pokemon was a video game first, and then once that was immensely popular, it broke out into different collectibles and animated series, other parts of the enterprise that, like, the audience was asking for. What's up, Mr. Hockey Baby? Yeah, we're doing a slightly different one today. Is Veefriends a scam? Yup, I think it probably is. We're gonna do our research. We've been seeing a lot of these advertisements. So is this a scam? Let's figure it out. So in the first advertisement I see for this, what really latched me on, he compares this to Pokemon, the largest piece of intellectual property on Earth, Pokemon. He says, my thing, Veefriends, I'm building the next one. He doesn't back it up with, hey, I've got an action figure that everyone loves, or like a TV show that people like, or a video game, or some reason to actually fall in love with these characters. He says, I'm selling collectibles for this piece of intellectual property that nobody knows about and nobody loves, and there are no current stories around that anyone knows about. All right, let's keep watching. Let's learn more.
People that follow me have no ideas. Roll says I made 3K on Veefriends.
Okay. Goes to a guy off camera. Goes, hey, this guy says I have made $3,000 off of Veefriends. Well, yeah, bro, you're sitting there next to Gary, where you're probably getting a good deal on these cards. These guys are ripping packs unlimited on whatnot, because who is buying this stuff, right? Who's buying this? No one wants this stuff. And then on the screen here, they're showing us, I think these are some eBay listings of some of these Veefriends cards. But here's the thing. These are eBay listings. They're not sold listings. These are listings on eBay for this card, because people have ripped open the packs and they're like, I don't want this. I don't want this shit. Let me sell this. What the heck? What do I do with this? All right, let's keep going.
Trading cards. I'm telling you, friends, get on board. And it's not even about
What'd you do well with?
or the money making.
He says it's not about the flip or the money making. Spoiler alert. Obviously it is, Gary. Obviously it is, because there's literally no content to make me fall in love with these things. The first thing that you are pitching, and I've seen all these advertisements, and I haven't seen an advertisement for a show or anything to get me to like gravitate towards these characters. I only see advertisements for the collectibles that you're calling here. The collectibles. All right, let's keep going.
It's about this community. Oh,
bro, it's about the community? Is it? What community? What community, Gary? Like, you're a celebrity, right? You are a borderline celebrity. You're pretty well known. You're one of the most expensive public speakers we could hire right now, right? But is it a community of Veefriends, or is it a community of like collector bros that follow you, right? I own Gary V's first book. I own it. I didn't read it, but I own it, right? I thought this was a cool thing this guy was doing. He's invented hustle culture, king of hustle culture. But like, I respect the hustle. I don't respect what you are hustling.
OGs and whatnot, speak up right now. Strangers to acquaintances, acquaintances to friends, friends to family. I am literally...
Friends to family, friends to family. All right, that's the first ad that I saw for this one. Maybe I should let you watch it in just perpetuity here. Let's watch it one more time.
I am literally building the next Pokemon in people's face.
The next Pokemon.
In public. People that follow me have no ideas. Roll says I made 3K on Veefriends trading cards. I'm telling you, friends, get on board. And it's not even about
What'd you do well with?
or the money making. It's about this community. OGs and whatnot, speak up right now. Strangers to acquaintances, acquaintances to friends, friends to family. I am literally building...
Yeah, okay. Borderline problematic. I see this out of my Instagram. I'm like, I need to start tracking this. I don't know about it. Let's start tracking this. And just started recording the rest of the advertisements that were getting shown to me. But if we're saying this is a really expensive, valuable collectible, this is like the official, literally paid for ad that they are paying money to get broadcasted to more people. It has 358 likes and 266 comments. Like, that is not even viral. So to call this a collectible, you're literally not even making viral content about it. You're struggling to create content about this. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at the rest of the videos here, because there are a lot more of these.
Oh my God! Wait, 101! 101! 101! Who's in the second spot?
One of one. Ooh.
After school!
Yo, look at this card. Can you guys see this on the stream? It's like a little elf dude or something with a purple kind of background. And these are Topps cards. Topps adds a little bit of validity to the whole thing. But when you're a celebrity like Gary and you have the connections that he has, that's how you're able to do something like this. It is not that anyone cares about a pod parodska or whatever. It's this little ugly elf dude. And that's kind of the next piece that we got to get into, is like, the art on these is so blatantly lazy. The character design is so bad. And then all of this one of one, super fractor, all these other kind of like, ooh, like radiant names for these cards. There's just nothing behind any of it, because from what I can see, it's the same art with a different hollow pattern printed on the back. And you know that this is just like the options from Topps. When you are like, you're producing this content, and Topps is like, oh, we can offer you this holographic, we can offer you this holographic or this one, and maybe there's a designer on the back end that's customizing those to whatever degree, but it's like the same art with a different background. It's a one of one now. Pod Parodska. Who wants that? It's this little weird elf dude. What? Who wants that? All right.
After school! After school! After school! After school! Here we go!
I have no idea why they're chanting after school. That does not make any sense to me at all whatsoever. I guess I gotta be a watcher. I don't know, but Gary, who's definitely in his 40s, if not 50s, chanting after school. Who are you marketing this to? Who is this? Who is this for? This little weird cartoon dude.
101.
101.
Black hat. Black hat. 100,000. Black hat.
They don't know what to do. He opened up the one of one of his own card series. So every time, and I literally think I've got 3 videos where Gary pulls a one of one. but it's his own card series. So it's like, hey, so if you buy the box of cards from me, one, this card has already been pulled. You obviously cannot pull it. It is a one of one, right? But also, like, it's like, bro, you had that card before it got put into a pack, and now you've ripped it out of the pack and you're like celebrating like it's like they're all your cards. You already had all of them. If he cared about if he actually cared about having these cards and this artwork and cared about having the one of ones, he has the opportunity to print unlimited one of ones. He can make a slight first edition change in the corner or whatever, call it a one of one all over again. He is in control of the printing. Look at this ugly little wormy thing. I don't know how you can even see that. It's just this tiny little ugly worm. Like, is this supposed to be like the answer to Gyarados? It is the laziest artwork. It is the laziest artwork.
It's still devastating. I want to go back and
Okay, let's go on to our next one here. Oh God, Gary cuts hair now. Let's get into this. Let's unpack this one. Here's a fun one. Look at him. Here's the guy that he's obviously employing to represent a slightly younger generation. This guy's here sitting with his boss who is paying him, right? And they're opening cards on whatnot together. Let's see what happens.
Look, I cut some of Rips's hair.
Gary, you cut your employee's hair? What?
For this moment, it's that big of a deal.
It's not a big deal.
Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
He goes, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. He's a little bit upset. He's like, what do you mean you just assaulted me at my workplace and like cut my hair? Honestly, that's like a pretty serious assault. And if someone just approached me and cut my hair that was not paying me, I'd be pretty upset. I was pretty significantly upset. All right, here we go.
Oh, whoa. Limited to 7.
No.
Yep, it's a purple out of 7.
Hold.
No, limited out of 7. Holy shit, 1 of 7. We've been sitting here opening hundreds and hundreds of packs because nobody wants this shit. And in our hundreds of packs we're opening, we got a 1 of 7. Wow. Wow, I control the printing and I got one of my own 1 of 7s. Let's see what happens.
Big hit. I wore purple for this moment.
They're trying to invent the hype. Oh.
Look, I cut some of Rips's hair.
He's literally like, I am not getting paid enough for this. What do you mean you cut my hair? What do you mean, Gary? I'm still trying to establish myself. I'm a young dude. I'm just trying to get paid. What do you mean you cut my hair, bro? What do you mean?
I cut it. Of course
Ew, yeah.
right,
Now there's
let's
just
do it.
DNA everywhere. Gross.
It is
Oh, but that is sick.
Barracuda.
That is.
The Barracuda. Like, what? This, look, Gall, I've been talking about the artwork, but look at this. It's the same kind of, like, just lazy artwork. Like, if this is AI generated, I would believe it. But it's so simple. It's like maybe they paid an artist for, like, the baseline, the baseline characters. And then, look, they're just kind of replacing the background behind them. But look at that guy. Like, this is Gary V's take on what Pokemon looks like for a younger generation. And it's just so misguided. If we compare this little Barracuda here, let's take a look at Gyarados, y'all. Come on. Let's take a look at Gyarados. Look at this. Look at this guy. This guy is freaking cool. Come on. That is a cool Pokemon. And Gary V says, I'm building the next Pokemon. So he's like, hey, I'm like, to build the next one, you have to take what Pokemon was and elevate it to another level, right? It has to not just be like another Pokemon. To be the next one, it has to advance to be greater than what Pokemon currently is. Who sees the potential that this little green fish here takes over and performs better than this cool ass bro right here? Come on, right? What the heck? What on earth? Okay, let's keep going.
Nasty.
Oh man, that's
The
The sapphire
Barracuda.
look in the background is so clean.
The sapphire background. The art is like not even, he's like, yeah, what a cool hollow background on this. What a cool piece of shiny cardboard. Compare that to like, what do I want to show you here? What do I want to show you here? Let's go this. Paldean Fates Charizard. Check this guy out. Check this guy out. Like, that is a freaking artwork right there. Are you serious? That card is freaking radical. How cool is that? Compared to this. What? This looks like my buddy has a almost just over 2-year-old. This looks like it is designed for the 2-year-old when you compare it to this, which is obviously for an actual like collector generation and is a $200 card draw. So this card right here in Pokemon, this is one of the most, this is one of the hottest sets of the recent generations. This is one of the biggest hits in the set, currently selling for $200, down from a high of $300, you know, a couple months ago. So, all right, let's keep looking into this.
Sapphire look in the background is so clean.
I'm obsessed with these Super Saiyan.
He's touching his head. He's like, what the fuck? But don't be brains. What? All right. Next. Let's see. Is this where we started?
Fucking pull of it all.
All right, come on. Panda, 1 of 1. Stun everyone.
Panda 1 of
You'd
1.
be so upset.
They want the
He gets
1-of-1s.
upset when good stuff gets pulled. Rips' #1 devastation is all the black hats are out of Chrome.
Yep. Ooh, Ross, the orange.
Ross!
Orange Sapphire.
Ross, hurry!
Orange Sapphire to 80. The first ever pulled Moral Monkey Super Stick.
And look, it's yet again, it's like, hey, there's like just an image of our character we've designed. And then like the standard holographic pattern that Topps is going to offer. Just, I mean, just so, when you compare it to like an artwork on a card of a set that is actually doing well. And Pokemon is one thing to compare this to, and I don't even really collect One Piece cards. Best One Piece card, I don't even know. Let's look it up. Let's find the art real quick, right? Like that is what, like look, that is what a popular card looks like in the year 2026. That is what a big hitter card looks like. And then you compare it to this thing of what Gary's doing here. What is this, bro? What is this little monkey with no detailing in the background, no customization to how the background of any of these cards look? It's just, oh, this one's a orange fractor and this one's a sapphire fractor or something. And what?
Sticker.
The first one.
He signs it. He signs it. So in the card set, we're going to see a couple in a second where he kind of, you pull it and it has a signature on it already. And obviously Gary is not averse to just literally signing these as he pulls them. So they're going to call some of these signatures 1 of 1 in a second. But Gary's signature isn't shit, bro. Gary, like, what do you, Gary, I'm sorry, what do you mean? Like, you are not LeBron James, you are not Michael Jackson. You're a guy that like worked really hard and hustled. Like, I don't understand. Because first one ever, Gary V, like, you know, so that he's trying to add collectability to this by using his celebrity. But like, the card is nothing. And his celebrity, while Gary is a popular figure today and has fans today that are in their like early 30s to like early 50s, maybe is his demographic. Like, this doesn't live on. Gary V's celebrity is not enough to establish an intellectual property like Pokemon.
Ever.
Biggest monkey collector in the world on my vertical.
And you know what? It's yours.
Let's go.
He's going to give this card to this guy that's like sitting off stream. And this guy sitting off stream is getting paid by Gary, obviously. Has to be like, oh, wow. Now, what a gift. What a gift. The first moral monkey that you just scribbled on with a Sharpie. What the heck, man? That's amazing. I love it.
Love you, brother.
Wow!
And he loves Gary. They're friends. So he goes, I love you, brother. Because you know what I mean? Like, he wants to support Gary. Like, he wants to support him. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, he's inspired by Gary, right? At some point about 10 years ago, we were all inspired by Gary. And then he lost a whole lot of clout when he touted his NFTs, where I think he made a lot of money and everyone else lost a lot of money. And yeah, check this out.
All right.
Ross, you like it?
Love it.
He has to ask him, Ross, do you like it? Right? If you've been watching any of these Pokemon content where people get a big poll, let's look at one real quick. Let's just see what comes up. If I type in big Pokemon poll, let's see if we have to ask if the person likes it. Someone that's not being paid, that's actually a fan. Let's see what any one of these. I don't even want to go to PokeRev because he's kind of a big figure. Let's see what this random guy does. I don't know who this is. Let's check the reaction.
Oh, that's a holographic first edition Dragonite.
His reaction kind of sucks, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy's reaction kind of sucks. What the heck? But watch. Let's watch someone that's actually significant here. I don't want to watch Leonhard. I don't like this guy. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Here we go.
It's like when you traded a Pokemon into an NPC. Oh. Wait.
Whoa.
Right?
Back over.
When you're pulling big cards, it looks like this. Check this out.
Wait.
And undo what you just did.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go. Okay.
Dude, the prophecy! The prophecy is coming true!
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. When do the Pokeball stop?
When it stops, it stops.
Do you think this guy likes the card? Is anyone asking him, do you like pulling the Prismatic Evolutions Umbreon? No one has to ask him, hey, when you pulled that God Pack, do you like it? And where he's like, oh, I love it, man. I love you and I love the card. Thank you.
Yo, keep going.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right? We just have to compare this kind of thing going on to what's going on in this, because this is different. All right, we'll move on. We'll go to the next one here. Around this one? This is where we started, maybe. Yeah, this is where we started. We'll go on to this one. God, I've seen so many of these, and I've just been recording them as they come onto my phone. I'm like, each one of these is more egregious than the last. Let's keep going. Penguin!
Why are these middle-aged men screaming?
I don't know.
Less.
A one of one, another one of one. We put a million different kinds of one of ones to try to add value to these because there's no value in the set or the IP or any of this.
Last night on Whatnot, the boys pulled some of the biggest cards in the Veefriends TCG.
Of course they pulled the biggest cards in the Veefriends TCG. No one else is opening these. Who is opening these? Only these guys.
This is the logo.
Okay, this is the logo. Check out these claims here. I'm going to back it up a little bit.
Some of the biggest cards in the Veefriends TCG.
This is the logo. This is our Pikachu. This is our Mickey Mouse. This is what they're selling for on eBay.
Lightning struck twice with another.
Okay. This is our Mickey Mouse. This is our Pikachu. Is it? Is it, my guy? Is that what we're looking at here? You're saying, not this penguin, not this penguin, but this guy here. You're comparing this to Pikachu and Mickey Mouse, and I see how you've maybe copied some of the design elements of these characters you're comparing it to, but this guy has no clout. This guy has no clout. Y'all, like, we grew up watching Mickey Mouse, right? We grew up watching that guy. We grew up like, who doesn't remember when Ash slept in, missed getting one of the starter Pokemon he was supposed to get, gets the Pikachu, and then it ends up being this like godlike Pikachu that they like bond when the Spearows are attacking them, and Pikachu has this like crazy thunderbolt or thunder, whatever it is, that like, you know, gets all the Fearow out of there, and then they see like Ho-Oh fly over the sky and it's like mythical wonder. What is this? What is this thing done? It doesn't even have a face. There's no face to it. It's it's just such a money grab at implied cuteness to not even give it a face. And then like just the black outline, almost like it's Mickey Mouse, but like it's not. It is not. It's just such a copy. They give it like the bat signal. They're trying to connect it to some of these things that do actually have that sentimentality. And they haven't created any of the stories, and they haven't made any of the like fun that we've got from these characters that have the value that they're implying that their characters have.
This is the logo. This is our Pikachu.
The logo.
Mickey Mouse. This is what they're selling for on eBay.
And then he says, hey, value in this card, $520. This is what they're selling for on eBay. And this is actually a good one that I kind of want to break down. Very, 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 very Lucky Black Cat Veefriends logo core card. For anyone that is a collector, you can go to pricecharting.com. And this is kind of where there's a log of just like all of the different cards and what their actual values are. Let's take a look back at that. What the fuck am I supposed to type in here? Lucky Black Cat Veefriends. Let's see what comes up. Lucky Black Cat Veefriends. If this is just not even on price charting, I'm gonna poop. Let's see, I'll pull this out so you guys can see it a little better. I mean, nothing. This is pricecharting.com. This is really what like every collector goes to establish like what is actually the market price for these cards. I mean, it's literally not on here. It's not on here at all. So maybe someone has it listed for that price on eBay. Has it sold for that price? I have no idea. And even if it did sell for that price, the question would be like, who bought it? Was it someone that's just a super fan of Gary? Or is it someone that actually loves the intellectual property? Let's try this. Since we're here, I'm just going to type in Veefriends into price charting. I mean, no results for Veefriends. So is it a scam? Yup. On the price charting website where we price collectibles and, you know, actually establish actual values for things based on sales and track all of this stuff, there are no results for Veefriends. So literally any value that we hear Gary talk about, I just want to make sure everyone sees this. Gary, no results for Veefriends. So every single time you say, oh, it's selling for this on eBay or it's selling for that on eBay, bro, are you selling it for that on eBay? Did you pay someone to sell for them? Did you tell someone it was worth that? That's a close friend of yours that sells on eBay, and then they listed it for that. And did someone actually buy it? Because this is the website I would come to track recent sales. Maybe let me show you this. So on TCG Player, this is where they actually like sell a lot of cards. This is where the listings would actually be. Why don't I try Veefriends in here? Let's see. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't think you're seeing it, but nothing comes up, Gary. Nothing comes up for this. There's some ascended heroes, and that's Pokemon. That's literally not you. When I type in Veefriends on TCG Player, which is where I personally buy all of my collectibles, right? All of my sealed product I buy on TCG Player, they don't have any of your crap here, bro. They don't have any of it. All right, let me get rid of a couple of these tabs because I'm going crazy. All right. Let's keep watching.
Lightning struck twice with another one of one.
Lightning struck twice, another win and win.
Another one.
They're stoked to pull it, but like they're getting paid. They're trying to hype it up. And like props to this guy for acting so well. I think they call him Snips. This dude is dope. He seems really cool to me, honestly. And if someone offered me that job, bro, I would take it too. It would be a fun job. If someone's like, yeah, work for Gary V with his collectibles, I'd be like, I would love to dive into this. But then when you actually get into the cards and Gary's just sitting here like, freaking, bro, you're just scamming. You're just scamming it.
We just pulled the Gary B.
The Gary B? You pulled the Gary B? Like, y'all, he's comparing this to Pokemon. I've got another one. He compares it to Harry Potter. He compares it to Transformers. We watched him compare it to Disney, Mickey Mouse. you're naming the characters after yourself, bro. Are you trying to create good cards that people like, or are you just like a serial narcissist putting your name on things and trying to sell them for money? Like, Gary, you have a superpower for hustle, bro. You have a superpower. Like, use your powers for good. Use your powers for good, Gary. Let's keep going. Okay. Y'all, look at that art. What is that? What is that? So when you look at the cards that aren't superfractors or whatever, look at this ugly little anaconda thing. Like, if you buy any board game at the store, at the game store, it's going to come with a whole set of cards that are actually used to play the game that have better art than this. This looks like a card that you might draw on like one of the random like different sets of Monopoly. You know what I mean? All right, let's see.
Give me a big.
It's a lava.
A lava? Another one of one? You put a one of one lava card in this pack.
Oh, secure.
Secure Sparrow? Ooh, so cool. Who wants this? Who wants this? Is this like, Gary, like, is this actually for 3-year-olds? That looks like an art for a 3-year-old to me. It doesn't look like one of these cute Pokemon cards, right? Like, a lot of Pokemon collectors love Piplup, and it's cute, and it's, you know, it doesn't look like this, Gary. That's not what the cards look like. That's not what popular cards look like today. I don't think that the time went into the actual development of the characters. You didn't spend the money to make them perfect. I don't think you spent the money on the cards to actually get like artists making different arts for the cards that are actually desirable that people want. Like, what, bro? Okay, we'll keep watching.
I feel like there's another one coming. That's the weird part. Come on. Oh my god.
Like, speaking of bad arts, this is literally drawn by a 5-year-old. Like, it is the laziest of art. This is maybe like their answer to Diglett. Like, what is this? What is this? It's an earthworm and
Just said there's another one. I just said it. No! I just said it.
Another one of one. Like, we just pull, if you buy the cards, you'll get so many one of ones. Like, what? Like, yeah, but you just made all these different kinds of one of ones to create implied value. So when you're saying, hey, oh, we're pulling another one, it's like, I've seen like 3 different kinds of one of ones so far in just the advertisements you've shown me. So it sounds like every card has like 5 or 6 different one of one cards. And what a scam. What a money grab. Okay.
I just
No way!
Gary.
Another one of one.
I said the crazy part is I feel like there's another one. Did you guys hear that? It's an emerald.
It's an emerald.
Oh my god.
62. We're increasing. We're increasing. Oh! Oh my god! Let's go.
Oh my God.
Another one of one. Optimistic odd.
Optimistic otter. Does that sound like that's gonna blow up? Like Whistling Sparrow, whatever bullshit that was, and now Optimistic Otter. Ooh, you got the Optimistic Otter. That's so cool. What guy? What?
Fire.
Fire, bro. Let's keep going. How many of these do I have? What the heck? Holy cow. We've seen this one.
Meow, meow.
$500 card pull. $500 plus card pull. Bro, based on what? I looked you up on price charting. No prices, no sale tracked history on price charting. So you are not like it. If it's not on price charting, it's a scam. And then secondly, I looked you up on TCG Player, one of the trusted places to like buy collectibles on the internet. No listings, bro. It's a scam. It's a scam. $500+ card pull based on what? Okay.
An auto. Oh, look who it is. Oh my god.
Oh, it's an autographed card, and it's just randomly Gary with their Pod Perazka thing there, and I'm ashamed to even know who that is now, but like, it's like, oh, it's a one of one Gary. It's the signature. Gary has signed. We already watched him pull cards and just randomly sign them. So his signature is nothing. Gary's, it's not like he's got this exclusive signature and he doesn't sign things. He pulls cards, he signs them just to elevate the value. He obviously does this. So to pull a card that's already signed, I mean, or just go to a meet and greet. Gary is like hustle culture. He's working 20 hours a day. It is 1 second for him to sign something. He obviously just does it. Okay.
It's the auto! Oh, you got the auto!
Wow, the auto.
We got the Gary V.
The Gary V auto. Okay. And we do see a couple sold listings here on this one. But in my experience, it's like, who's bidding on these? Because if you're Gary V and you are like, you just tell some of your followers, you've got an email list of your super fans and you're like, hey, I've got a card here, we're selling it. To have 23 bids on it is actually pretty abysmal, right? Like, are you selling? It's like selling it to your mom, you know, when you're Gary and you have a little bit of celebrity. It's like, okay, yeah, but like your mom bought it, not someone that actually likes the card. Okay.
He said he's not signing much stuff anymore, so good.
He said he's not signing much stuff anymore because he's signed a lot of things. I'm pretty sure that my book that I have that is just like the random Gary V book, like I'm pretty sure that it's signed just because he signed all of them. He's got his signatures literally everywhere. We saw him pull the card and sign it already just in the advertisements. I'm sure he does this all the time. I mean, maybe not all the time, but like he obviously does it. It does not make something a 1 of 1 to have his signature.
Good hit on the autograph,
Holy
man.
shit, that's a clean signature too, bro.
And this is just such freaking, bro, this is some narcissism right here. This is some narcissism. Like Gary Vaynerchuck, you are not Michael Jackson. You are not Michael Jordan. You are not, that's just not what your celebrity is. In 20 years, no one has heard of you. In 20 years, you're like, you have not made freaking Michael Jackson hits or Michael Jordan plays. Like, that's not what your legacy is. And now your legacy is just like scamming people with these cards. And just why? Why are you doing this? Don't you have enough money? Don't you want to use your powers for good? Why don't you start elevating the people around you if you feel like you've already reached your personal goals? Instead of just like putting your face on a card. And then it's like, the artwork appears to be for like 2 or 3 year olds. And then here's this, like, I don't know how old he is, 50 something, right? How old is Gary Vaynerchuck? How old is Gary V? Let's see. He's 50 years. He's 50 years old. So who are you selling this to? Because me as a 35-year-old man, I don't want a card of some 50-year-old dude. I don't want it. Am I going to put this in with all my freaking display over here and have a picture of this man that I don't know in my card? No, bro. No, I'm not. Did we finish this one? Let's watch the rest of it. Let's watch the rest of it.
Meow, meow.
500 plus card pull.
Oh, look who it is! Oh my god! It's the auto! Come on, you got the auto!
We got
Oh
the
my
Gary V
God.
auto. He said he's not signing much stuff anymore, so good hit on the autograph,
Holy
man.
shit, that's a clean signature too, bro. Oh my god.
You know what? I got to call this out also. They say he said he's not signing very much stuff anymore, which obviously leaves the door open for him to sign as much stuff as he wants. But also, these guys selling it, it's not like they're random guys on the internet that are super fans that are just like, you know, gonna sell this because they love the collectible. They're people that literally just talked to Gary and are selling these cards for him. What?
I haven't pulled any autos of Gary V yet.
Look, we advise you to join any of our
I haven't pulled any autos of Gary V yet.
lives, but when it's
is a
me and Kevin, we pull some
clean-ass
freaking heat.
signature.
That's a clean ass signature. What? That is one of the most scribbled, laziest, low time signatures I have ever seen. I've gotten some signatures in my life, like Tony Award winner Alice Ripley. I go to her show and she signs every program with like bubble letters. Every single one of them takes her like 10 or 12 seconds at least. And this signature is Gary going, broop, broop. He's not like, you know what I mean? It's not what he's doing. That ain't it.
Signature.
That jingle's kind of catchy. I'll give him that.
What is this?
Seriously?
What is this?
Wait.
It could be a sketch, it could be a blast off, or it could be an iconic.
He's like listing all these different, you know, levels of rarity of their cards that no one knows about or cares about. But I'm imagining these are the different like ones of ones they're talking about. It's just like, okay, but you made all these different, there's a bunch of one-on-ones. There's all these different ones. Like, I don't care about any of them actually.
Last pack magic. It's a blast off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's a blast off card.
Oh my god. On the last pack.
Bang! Oh, the platypus!
Pleasant platypus. Yes. Yes. Is this literally for 3-year-olds? Pleasant platypus. It has like the actual, everyone, like they weren't even creative enough to like make up their names for these characters. They didn't really even name them. They just said like, oh, it's a platypus and let's call it pleasant platypus. Oh, it's an otter. Let's call it optimistic otter. Like, bro, it's just so lazy. So lazy.
Let's go.
Wow.
That made it worth it.
Was it?
That was worth the wait.
I mean, are you serious?
I mean, we're pretty serious that that is just not a significant pull. And once again, it's like just an art of the guy. And it's like whatever holographic options that Topps is like offering at this given moment.
That was worth the wait.
Was it worth the wait? Okay, a couple more of these. We'll do a little bit more research and we'll call it a day. Let's see.
Pulling up 5 or better. I am diving into this trash can. Energetic electric eel.
If we pull a 1 of 5 or better, so one, they like, there's almost an expectation that they'll pull a card that is like a 1 of 5 and they're just like random, we're gonna pull some cards. And then like to add, you know, excitement to this, so like, I'm gonna do something wacky, I've got a trash can behind me. Like, I'll tell you what, before I started this video, I made sure I didn't have any trash behind me. So their readiness to just have a random trash can there says, when I open these cards, statistically, I will pull a 1 of 5 or better.
Oh my gosh,
No. Oh, it's a 1 of 1.
Jump in it right now.
You're jumping in that trash can, buddy.
I've never seen one.
I've never seen one in person either.
How many of these cards have you seen? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Like, I went to a Pokemon card convention a few months ago, and there's all the cards everywhere. There's no Veefriends convention. So yeah, of course you haven't seen these before. You haven't opened hundreds and hundreds of these packs. So of course you have not seen these before. I don't know. I don't get it.
Sweating. We're sweating.
It's happening,
We're
chat.
sweating heavily.
Are you ready, chat?
Come.
I just have to call it what a ugly little stingray this is with a bow tie. What is that? Why is the stingray have a bow tie? I don't get it.
Come on now.
The generous gerbil. Generous gerbil. Yet again, we haven't even named the character. We've just taken what it literally is, a cartoon of, and we've added alliteration to it. And because Gary has this money hustle culture, it's generous gerbil who's throwing money to try to add value to something that has no value.
Generous! Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god!
The guy goes in the trash can. Props to these guys for like really selling this. Like props to all the guys in the chat that are not Gary V that are just selling the heck out of this, because to hype this up, bro, like I would need some drugs. I'm gonna be honest. If you want to hire me to like really hype something like that, where I'm hopping in a trash can and I'm actually losing my voice from excitement like these guys are doing, I mean, you better pay me a lot, bro. It would take a lot and it'd probably take a little mean. All right.
Kidding me! 1 of 1 super fractor! I'm feeling good.
The 1 of 1 super fractor, generous gerbil. 1 of 1. Like, is there a game associated with these cards? Every other collectible, it's literally, there's a whole game that is fun to play that has been thought out, and a lot of people don't play the game of Pokemon anymore, but I played the heck out of Pokemon when I was a kid. I played the game. The game was fun. I play the game on my app on my phone. I know how to play the game. I don't play the game you know, I don't play the game right now for Pokemon, but like, is there a game associated with this? Or is it just a money grab? Because even if they took the time to develop like a game that you play with these cards so that it's not just like random ugly cartoons of gerbils that were maybe scribbled by Gary or created by AI or an artist that they hired one time that was horribly ill prepared to create actual intellectual property. Yeah.
One of one, generous gerbil super fracture.
Yikes. Okay, we got one more. Oh no. This is the worst. This is the worst one. I don't even fully understand this. I'm not even sure what's happening here. They're opening something, and instead of opening a card or a pin or something, let's see, okay. It's the black cat that we said was our Mickey Mouse and Pikachu. Look at this.
Oh my God. We're about to randomize this.
Somebody's getting a hit.
Somebody's getting a hit. Look at this little thing. It's a little necklace or something. A little, yeah, a little pendant.
So this is a gunmetal. There's only 55 of these in the world.
There's only 55 of these. He goes, it's gunmetal. All right, gunmetal is, I mean, not expensive to have a little tiny little dickhead of. It's just not like an expensive metal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's like completely inexpensive. It is maybe literally metal, but this is like the chintziest little thing that you might get out of like a 25-cent machine. Let's see.
It is gunmetal plated.
He goes, it's gunmetal plated, which I think is him misspeaking.
Gold, 18 karat gold plated eye.
18 karat gold plated eyes. So basically what he's saying is hey, this whole thing is some sort of painted metal that I'm not even going to get into, not going to talk about, but the eyes are gold plated. So basically what they do is they take gold foil that is like the thinnest thing you have ever seen in your life, and they adhere it to just the eyes, and this thing has like the tiniest amount of some kind of gold. Who knows what carat it is, but it's a very, 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 very thin sheet where if you were to melt this down to try to extract the gold, you would not get any value out of it. It's like a flake over the top of what is otherwise just like a metal cat with golden eyes.
Eyes with 134 natural and authentic yellow sapphire.
Yellow sapphires, 134 natural and authentic yellow sapphires. But a lot of people don't get this about gems. To have gems that are that small, 134 in like, you know, it looks like the size of my thumbnail. These are so tiny. And the thing about gems is to have tiny ones is easy, right? To have tiny ones like take a look in my fish tank over here. There's like a gigantic amethyst in that fish tank. And if there were like a lot of pure, big, clear chunks in that amethyst, the bigger the chunk that is perfectly clear and perfectly colored, maybe it could become valuable. But instead, you know, as a large chunk like this in the fish tank, you know, I don't know exactly what that thing would cost. It was a gift, but at the same time, like it's not absorbently expensive because there's not large, perfectly colored, perfectly cleared things. And out of this amethyst, you could make literally 20 million freaking little tiny gems that are the size that are on this actual thing right here. Look how small these eyes are. And then it's, you know, yeah, yellow sapphires, which I'm going to say probably yellow sapphires are maybe not the, I don't know, but I'm going to say probably not the most expensive kind of sapphire. Sapphire is, I don't think of as yellow, so it tells me that's not a desirable kind of a rock, and definitely not rare. It's like, hey, here's a bunch of grains of sand from the beach that we glued onto some gold-plated metal, and yeah, let's try to act like this is a valuable piece of jewelry.
Fires placed inside of the eyes.
What a scam! All right, couple bits of research here. Let's just do our due diligence on this. Let's do our due diligence on this. Is Veefriends a scam? Let's see the AI results. What does AI have to say? Veefriends itself is not an outright scam in the sense of a typical rug pull. It is a legitimate company founded by entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuck that provides the promised utility of access to the annual VCon conference. I don't understand. However, the project has faced significant criticisms and accusations of market manipulation and insider trading from some former investors and community members. So what that's saying is that, hey, when we're listing these cards and they're selling for these expensive prices, I'm Gary and I'm literally buying these under a fake account to make it look like people want these. So whether he's paying a friend to do it, or whether a friend is just doing it, or whether it's one of his super fans that just buys all of his crap no matter what it is. Yeah, the other article that comes up here. How Gary V extracted over 200 million in the NFT market. Yeah, bro. Gary V, why are you scamming? Why are you scamming? Let's see what Veefriends says here. Addressing fake Veefriends accounts and scams. What is this? Safety and security is a top priority at Veefriends. There's been an increase of scams in various forms pretending to be Veefriends or Gary V. Yeah, because your cards are very cheap and easy to fake and reproduce. We're using this opportunity to educate the community, because who knows what these are supposed to be or look like. Oh, okay, wow. So then people bought them. And Gary V obviously doesn't have tight information, so it looks like people emailed all of his lists to scam them. That's bonkers. That isn't even what I was thinking I would find. Let's see what they say on Reddit. I'm so close to at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. My curiosity is won out. Not long ago, this channel popped up on Whatnot and immediately had a large following. So they must have existed for a little while, but I can't figure out exactly what the brand is or why they always have so many people bidding on their items. I feel like I'm missing something, is the post. Let's see what the comments say. I just saw on a YouTube video on the National Sports Collector Convention trading one of the Veefriends cards, the very, 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 very lucky Black Cat Raywave Refractor PSA 9, which he said was worth $600, $700. Again, we'd look this up on price charting. There's literally nothing. We looked it up for listings on TCG Player, which is like an accredited, market for collectibles. They don't list them there. They probably do not let them list them there. And said he wanted the guy to clip that segment and rewatch it in 15 years to show how smart he was that he traded for that card, which he traded for a 2023 Donruss Black Gold Choice Brandon Miller X card, right? So some card, I guess that's sports, I don't know, that is actually a value. The hate is real. So many people hate this man for literally working and making money. That is all I ever see. This man is doing working, and 9 out of 10 times he's collaborating with someone else spreading his wealth. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It seems like we have another classic case of Generation X not understanding millennials and trying to just grab money from us. It's a cash grab comments. They're like NFTs with even less values. He makes his own trading cards, pins, books. It's weird. I don't get it. This comment, this is obviously, who is this? This comment goes, what's not to get? It's the same idea as Pokemon, Disney, etc. It's just branded IP. Pokemon, Disney make things people like. And then when people want the content, they launch Lorcana cards or Pokemon cards. But Pokemon cards, the collectible, was not the end game for Pokemon. Pokemon was this absurd passion project that became extremely popular because people loved the game, that it became more things. Who loves Optimistic Otter or very, very, very rare Black Cat? What the fuck? Is it literally called is it right in the name very, very, very rare Black Cat? Am I Freudian slipping, or is that actually what that thing was called? It's a follow me and you can be rich too cult. I was banned from his Facebook group for giving him shit about NFTs and being a fraud. Yeah. Dude posted multiple videos calling them a scam and grifts until he launched his own. Had videos of him at garage sales spotting valuable cards. Yeah, do you remember this when Gary was going around to garage sales? And he's like, I can sell this for all this extra money. Chucked up to hard work and research, of course, but couldn't even pronounce the name of Pokemon and assess its value like Storage Wars. Yeah, was not an expert, didn't know anything about it. The bigger issues with Topps apparently picked them up and will be doing Chrome Veefriends next year, as they announced. Yeah, Topps, it is a bad look for Topps that they're even associated with this. But yeah, Topps giving it some sort of validity is just a money grab. Couldn't agree more. There are all kinds of info on the Google. V as a snake, scumbag, con artist. Gary V. Gary V, I think it's time I wrap this up. I think I've gone on long enough about this. I think that the conclusions I had before starting any of this research have come into, I think they've come into fruition here. Is it a scam? Yup. Is it a scam? Yep.